already know what time it is. Katt Williams reveals 2025 will be real ugly for these Hollywood celebrities. You won't believe the list of names that he's mentioned that's getting ready to come out, and you're going to hear Katt speak himself. Sit back, enjoy the ride, hit the QR code on the front, cop my man Lou Sims' book, cop my book of Raw in Harlem, and follow us at Mecca Audio TV and Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story. All right, let's get this thing popping, because this is how we move. You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. We here. Katt Williams reveals that in 2025 is going to be real ugly for these celebrity cats. We're going to get right to the point. We're going to play this out. We ain't going to pull no punches, but I want y'all to put in the comments right now who are a list of the names you think they're going to be mentioned. But what I want you to pay attention to is the color of the people that's mentioned. Pay attention now. And I've seen a lot of mixed people at Diddy's freak-off pictures. Well, excuse me, white party pictures while I've been locked up for 26 years.
Let's talk about what Katt Williams has been hinting at. Because if you thought 2024 was wild with Diddy finally taken down, Katt says you haven't seen anything yet. According to him, 2025 is going to be the year Hollywood's dirty laundry really gets aired out, and some of the biggest names in the industry are bracing themselves or trying to run. The list of celebrities Katt's calling out, it's shocking, folks. Let's break it down. First up, Oprah Winfrey.
Do y'all believe this? Oprah Winfrey?
Yes, the Oprah. For years, Oprah has somehow managed to avoid getting caught up in scandals. She's built her empire on her reputation as the queen of positivity and wisdom. But Katt is hinting that 2025 might just be the year she finally gets got. He's suggesting that Oprah has skeletons in her closet that are just waiting to come out. Think about it. How does someone stay so squeaky clean for decades in an industry as dirty as Hollywood? Katt's saying that the tides are turning, and
now, let's talk about Oprah, right? We're going to ride on Oprah. You remember when they had many pictures and Oprah and Diddy was like this? Tom Cruise danced on her couch. Now, Oprah caught up in the Diddy indictment, possibly? Could you imagine Oprah being charged in the Diddy indictment? Put it in the comments, man. Let's get this moving.
Oprah's time might be running out. Is she untouchable, or has she just been really, really lucky so far? And
didn't she used to go with Stedman? You think her and Stedman was going to Diddy's freak-offs? Somebody talk to me. They had a real open relationship.
Speaking of celebrities trying to keep things quiet, let's talk about Will Smith. Remember the infamous slap at the Oscars? Well, according to Katt, that was just a sliver of the drama surrounding Will. Katt claims that Will has been working overtime to distance himself from the Hollywood freak-offs, those wild parties where anything goes. He's been trying to lay low, hoping people will forget about his connections to some of the darker sides of the industry. But here's the thing, 2025 isn't going to let him off the hook. Allegedly, there are more stories about Will that could be coming to light, and let's just say, the slap might end up being the least of his problems. Could it be that his quiet act is just a cover? Katt seems to think so. Now buckle up, because this next one is going to blow your mind.
Hey, yo. You seen Jada in that picture? Do you think Jada might have been at the freak-off? Didn't they say, let's ride with them? We're going to do a little riding with everybody. Didn't they say that Will and Jada had an open relationship? It was alleged that Jada was talking to one of her son's friends, like 18 years old, and she's married to Will, and they had no problem, didn't even have a bump publicly in the relationship. And now Will might be in Diddy's freak-offs. Do you think Jada was a part of that? Put it in the comments. What do you remember Jada doing, Wwill, that they said was, out the ordinary with this strange Hollywood relationship.
Eddie Murphy. Yes, Eddie
Eddie.
Murphy, the comedy legend himself. Katt is dropping hints that what's coming for Eddie in 2025 is big. He says people won't even believe what's about to surface about Eddie Murphy. For years, Eddie's managed to keep his name relatively clean, but Katt's suggesting that Eddie's past is about to catch up with him. And here's the kicker. Katt's implying that Eddie may have been involved in some of those infamous Hollywood freaky circles. Could this mean that Eddie has some serious explaining to do?
Hey, y'all, hold up, pause, right? Cause we riding. Do y'all remember when Eddie Murphy was married to or was divorcing? Maybe they wasn't married, but you right. Tell me in the comments. But when he was married to the Spice Girl, the black one, the spicy one, the one with color, the cinnamon looking one with the crazy hair. I think that was her name, Crazy Spice. But when he was married, when he was divorced, with the baby or something like that, she was getting a bag out of Eddie, and Eddie even gave her a bag because she had a bunch of Eddie's freak off. Eddie got, accused of allegedly picking up, mooks, aka men that dressed like women and still had set of nuts, Didn't Eddie get caught up in all that? So is it hard to believe that Eddie was at this freak off? Wasn't he out late night allegedly trying to pick up, a mook? Somebody put it in the comments, man.
According to Katt, 2025 is going to bring some major heat Eddie's way. It's the kind of stuff that could shake his legacy to its core. And finally, let's talk about Snoop Dogg. Now, we all know Snoop has somehow managed to keep his image both cool and clean, despite his past. He's been riding high as a beloved figure from music to commercials and beyond. But Katt is hinting that even Snoop might not be safe in 2025. Now, don't get me wrong. Katt isn't going hard on Snoop. He knows people love him, but he's suggesting that there's something lurking in the shadows, something that could come out and make Snoop the next headline. Could Snoop's carefully managed image take a hit?
Let's talk about Snoop. We're going to ride with Snoop. We're doing a lot of riding today. We're going to do a little riding with Snoop. Didn't Snoop have a porno company where they made these videos that he was in? Not saying he was doing nothing with the people in the video, but he had a porno video thing. I seen all this in prison. We was getting those magazines back then, but they had a lot of Vivid movies. They was the big, black urban, porno joint back then was Vivid. And then Snoop started something. I think he was even distributed through Larry Flint, the Hustler or something magazine. Somebody look into that. But do you think it's far-fetched for Snoop to be caught up in this? Y'all been sleeping worrying about Diddy. And Katt letting you know, brace yourselves. And I told you myself that I put my life on it, that there will be a superseding indictment in Diddy's case. There will be a superseding indictment in Diddy's case that's going to have names and everything. That's going to blow your mind when they put everything together. And then you get to see how the feds work. Because I learned the hard way when they came at me back in December 10th, 1993, and arrested me on 155th between Frederick Douglass and Adam Clayton, driving my Lincoln Town car with the TVs and VCS, and I was watching Menace to Society when Old Dog rolled up in the store, and you know what happened to the agent. But we're not going to go there. Let's get back to the predictions of Katt Williams revealing Hollywood's dirty, ugly secrets for 2025.
According to Katt, it's a possibility we can't ignore. And let's not forget, all of this ties back to Diddy. In 2024, we saw Diddy finally face the music, and Katt says that was just the beginning. Hollywood's house of cards is starting to fall, and 2025 is shaping up to be the year when some of the biggest names in the industry finally face accountability. Whether it's Oprah, Will Smith, Eddie Murphy, or even Snoop Dogg, Katt is painting a picture of an industry in turmoil where no one is untouchable. So what do you think? Are these just rumors, or is Katt Williams onto something bigger? Is 2025 really going to be the year Hollywood faces its reckoning? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Now, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see what's going on and how far this is going to really go. Because we see them talking about Katt Williams. He's been predicting like a mother because he did that whole joint as far as with Shannon Sharp. that set everything on fire, and that's what it is. So y'all let me know where we at, because this is crazy and you can't get no crazier than this, all right? Just so that you fully understand where we at. Now, y'all put it in the comments what you think so that we can hear what's going on. This is a special on Katt Williams. I don't want to make it long, but I want you to understand that you see from they got Diddy, then they got Jay-Z. Diddy allowed them to keep threatening him with all this crazy stuff going on and didn't do anything, didn't bust his gun back, meaning his lawyer, not promoting violence, just so you understand. But as soon as they hit Sean Carter with this nasty charge of dealing with a minor, he went right at the lawyer and gave a public statement and let it be known that he's from the projects to the boardroom, not from the boardroom to the projects. So he was really just letting them know, don't let me get ghetto on you. Leave my name out of that, Mr. Busby. I know you dealt with dudes on the street and you know what we capable of doing, so watch your mouth. Then Busby shot back and said something totally different. Watch the video from yesterday where I break down Tony Busby and Jay-Z's lawyer going to war, because you're seeing chess played from a high level. This is the highest level right here. Because now you got a billionaire going at a billionaire. You know what I mean? Because you better believe, from what they say allegedly, Tony, what is it? Busby. Tony Busby, they said, has been pocketing, moving, and sliding money and not paying the clients and not paying for, their medical, their rent, and all these things that he was getting money allegedly from the companies and not paying to the victims, and now the victims are suing them. So Jay-Z sent his private investigators through his lawyers to go talk to some of Busby's former clients to see which ones was disgruntled about Busby's service, so that he could use them to have them file suits on Busby once his private investigator bring the contracts back from the settlement that Busby's clients settled with him, so that Jay-Z's lawyers could show how Tony Busby allegedly or maybe have been robbing him and didn't give him anything. Let me tell you one of them that went down on this ride. Right? Go watch the video from yesterday, but I'm going to give you one, right? It was the dude said that Tony Busby told him that he gave. Let's just start from the beginning. They said Jay-Z offered Tony Busby's ex-clients $1,000. One of Tony Busby's ex-clients said that he was offered $10,000, and then Busby filed a thing on Jay-Z and Rock Nation saying that they was trying to turn the people against him and trying to buy them to do this and that. But then here goes Tony Busby promised, one of his clients to get $1 million settlement. The dude signed on to get the $1 million. Then Busby told him all he could get is a third. And Busby allegedly did not explain to the client the pros and cons of taking the third, meaning you can't sue further and you're done with it. So now he agreed to take the third, which came up to $330,000 out of the $1 million is what they won in the settlement. But then Tony Busby, he filled, and this is not allegedly, he showed it. Tony Busby filled out a thing saying that it was like $9,000, for legal calls, $9,000 for printing and processing, and $9,000 for this, and added it up. And the dude wound up getting $5,000, is what the dude is saying allegedly, out of the $330,000. When Tony Busby came on, promised him $1 million, the same way Jay-Z's attorneys promised them $1,000 to get them started, to hold them over while they do the lawsuit. One person said they was promised $10,000. See, I got all the facts down pat, because I should be a lawyer. You know what I mean? Round of applause to Unique Mecca. Relax. You see, I break all this down so y'all understand what this is. I mean, you can't get no better than this, right? So now that's where we at. So Tony Busby allegedly promised the client $1 million settlement, told him that he should sign for the third, which was $330,000. When the dude didn't want to do it, he did it anyway. And then he found out after the fact that he can't sue any further or look back into it anymore. So Tony Busby, you know what I mean? Got the 330, and then Tony Busby deducted legal expenses, and the legal expenses came up to approximately, allegedly, $345,000, and the client only got $5,000. So that client is filing against Tony Busby on their own, not through Jay-Z, not through Roc Nation. So Tony Busby does have a track record of similar allegations, because that's all they are until they've been proven in law, and he gets the same amount of respect. But see, all this started from Katt Williams breaking it down that 2024, the big dick deviants will be punished in 2024. And now Katt Williams reveals in 2025 that there will be ugly, it'll be real ugly, per Katt Williams' words, for the Hollywood celebrities, and you wouldn't believe the names that's gonna come out. This video we showed you Eddie Murphy, Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith, and Snoop Dogg. If there's anybody I missed, y'all put it in the comments, because I know the rap bastards will be more than happy. But my subscribers, you know how to do it respectfully. That's why my number stays on the screen. If anybody disagree, agree what I'm saying, make sure you go follow me at Mecca Audio TV. And I'm starting my prison channel up, where you could go watch all 250 of my prior prison story videos without being interrupted with other things. That's going to be a Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story. Right now, it's labeled Unique Mecca Audio Prison Talk, but I'm going to change it because I'm doing all types of things for 2025. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Y'all put it in the comments. What do y'all think, man? What do you think? But that's what it is. So Jay-Z went and dug up some dirt on Tony Busby, found some disgruntled clients, but they went to some clients that wasn't disgruntled, that was loyal to Busby, that was happy with the settlement they got. And then they went and told Busby what happened. One even said they took a picture and video of what they called the shakedown, because they said Jay-Z, the people that came was sent by Jay-Z, and they used false names and badges and, was impersonating all types of things, trying to get them to turn on Tony Busby. But they're loyal to Busby because they feel he did a great job. If you don't know who Tony Busby is, let me ride and tell you. Tony Busby is the one that handled the BP oil spill when they had that big oil rig explode in the bottom of the Gulf back in 2010, and the whole Gulf turned, black, and you saw where they took the little ducks out and the little duck chicks out, and they was all covered in oil, and they used the doves to clean them up. Well, he handled that lawsuit and got 17 or 18.5 billion dollars. And then he got his third of that. So that's why I say he's a billionaire. So if you rap want to challenge that, go do this. And you already know we don't play at the Mecca. I know I'm a little aggressive, but that's to get rid of the rap. You know what I mean? So that's where we at. Been on here long enough, been riding, feeling good. It's a beautiful day. All right? Christmas is coming. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa to everyone. And happy Shalom and everything else that deals with y'all just celebrating the end of the year, bringing in a new year, because that's how we feeling at the Mecca. Cop my man Lou Sims' book. The QR code on the front works, and subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That don't cost you a thing.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.